Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats on the reviews and I watched Morbius. Is it Morbin time? Well, it was. Um, yeah, yeah. Let's just start with the movie. We're somewhere in Cerro de la Muerte in Costa Rica and we see a helicopter fly over jungle. It's, the helicopter carries something, it's hanging from the helicopter in a big net, out flying. And now we see a waterfall and the camera goes down the waterfall and we go down a cave, and we're inside the cave and the camera goes to the right to the mouth of the cave, and outside of the mouth of the cave we see the helicopter land. We see two people getting out of the helicopter, it's the pilot and Morbius. Um, and this time it's not, oh no wait, that's Morpheus. I want to say this time it's not a bald black man, but that's Morpheus, not Morbius. So close. So we see Morbius getting out, on crutches. And he says, set up the trap at the mouth of the cave. So four people go to, to the cargo and unload it, and set up the trap. And the pilot said that, he wants to go. So Morbius paid him, and he said, okay, I also want, your little machete. So he gave it to him, paid him, and then Morbius walked to the trap, stood in front of it, cut his hand, and, stuck his hand out. Inside, we saw bats waking up and all coming, flying out of the cave. Trying to get, he's trying to get them into the trap, I think. But we're gonna leave it at that, because if you want to know what's gonna happen next, watch the movie yourself. Okay, I have to be honest. There is a chance, that I can't watch every movie that, I want to watch on the channel, so I really have to pick and choose sometimes now. If I can't watch a movie that I've scheduled, I will choose a random movie that, I will watch instead of that one. But hopefully I can watch every DC movie next year and Disney movie the year after, or which did I want to do instead of Disney? Was it DreamWorks? There was one that I may want to do before I do Disney then. So then Disney will be in 3 years and that one will be in 2 years then. And we're gonna watch every Disney movie that they brought out ever. Well, I tried to watch James Bond. I want to watch James Bond in 2 years. That's it. Because James Bond has around 35 movies, maybe, or 31. So it will be perfect for in the weekends, So we can watch every James Bond movie. But next year we're gonna watch DC, the whole DC universe, every DC movie that they brought out ever, and well, not the animated ones, but the live action ones. Then we're gonna watch, um, then we're gonna watch James Bond the year after. And after that, the year after that, we're gonna watch Disney. And with every good and horrible movie that they brought out. Yes, even the new Snow White that just came out. I also want to watch the Snow White movie with Brad Cooper. So, um, yeah, I will make. Obviously, I will make a playlist for every Snow White movie that we watch, every Cinderella movie, every Aladdin, because there are probably multiple versions of it um, that we're gonna watch. Yeah. Um, I have some viewpoint about this movie that we just watched, Morbius. The echolocation that he did was kind of cool to see. The first fight between Morbius and Milo in vampire style, also kind of nice to see. It was interesting how fast they moved. That was kind of cool. The Daily Bugle, we saw that um, the doctor assistant from Morbius that helped him. She read in the bus a newspaper from the Daily Bugle. So that means that they're in Spider-Man territory. So where the fuck was Spider-Man is what I wrote down. But then we saw at the end that we saw Vulture, and that means that um, it happened during Spider-Man No Way Home. So that's probably why we didn't saw Spider-Man in this movie, because it happened during that one. So he was bit busy, a bit busy. Um, the fight between Morbius and Milo, part two, also very very nice. The way that they jumped and moved, very cool. At the end, we saw Vulture and Morbius coming together, well, meeting up. Um, so maybe we get, uh, Spider-Man versus Morbius. Well, obviously, first is Avengers Doomsday, and that's a whole reboot. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see when everything of the new Marvel shows, Marvel series is coming out. That said, I'll give this movie a high 3, low 4. The movie was alright, and before we end this, I didn't know that Jared Leto, I think this was, um, yeah, Jared Leto, whatever. Um, I didn't know he was the singer of 30 Seconds to Mars until Chet something, from the Chili Peppers played one of his songs, for a Drumeo. I didn't know he was the singer of that. So that was kind of a surprise. Well, I never listened to 30 Seconds to Jesus Christ. 30 Seconds to Mars, I never listened to it, but I heard the name fall because, I'm kind of in that music genre, I'm in the metal scene, so, you know, in the 2010s, there were more emos, so, it was more their cup of tea, so, yeah. Never had been emo phase, so, very nice. I'm going to leave it at that. Don't forget to leave a like, recommend a good vampire related movie, download in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and come join the Discord. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, before we go, tomorrow we're gonna get Doctor Strange into metaverse something. It's Doctor Strange 2.